Mr. Michael Leachin, welcome to this lovely villa at Canoe Cove in Ocherius. We couldn't ask for a better day or a better guest today, so thank you for joining me.
My pleasure.
Thank you. So, question. We're here now, dinner with JSIR, and we have this lovely platter in front of us. Let's start by just digging in. All right. Let me ask you a question. You, I'm sure, have experienced Michelin chefs across the world. Tell me, what is the one dish that no Michelin chef can prepare better than your mother? A Jamaican dish.
My mother, what was she famous for? She's famous for her chicken and wine soup.
Chicken?
And wine soup.
I must say, I think I've heard it all except for that one. Chicken and wine. That's interesting. Have you ever made it yourself?
Definitely.
Yes?
And she usually make it for medicinal purposes. So when we're not feeling well, chicken and wine soup.
This is red wine?
Port wine specifically.
Port wine.
Yeah.
Lovely. That's very interesting. I think I'm gonna try that one.
Just look it up in the recipe book. It's a Chinese dish.
Oh, lovely. So you have experienced luxury at its highest level. What is the one Jamaican experience that you can say feels richer than anything else?
You know, luxury is fine, but it's the people around you that will complement the environment that will just make it over the top. And what we have here in Jamaica are people who are naturally warm, naturally welcoming, naturally giving, naturally hospitable, naturally gracious. And that's the beauty of our people. And all of those qualities are not necessarily wholesale everywhere in the world, right? But we still have captured through the generations those qualities. And that is what makes Jamaica, Jamaica.
Absolutely. I agree with you sincerely. No matter where I travel to, I find that the warmth of Jamaican people, when I come home, my heart feels it because the warmth of our people is just incomparable to anywhere else. Question, what's the one book you're reading now or have read recently that you can recommend that I would read?
In terms of what is your ambition?
My ambition is to be one of Jamaica's and the Caribbean's top real estate agent.
Okay, so if that
serving my clients.
Yes.
With sincerity.
Yes.
And with their goal in mind.
Yes. Okay. The first book that comes to mind is a book entitled The 10 Commandments for Business Failure. So if you want to fail, do these things. Do these 10 things. Okay. And guess what? When you read that book, you'll say, but hold on. A lot of companies I see, these are the exact things they do. So that you can see why most companies don't get successful. So obviously the aim of the book is to highlight these to you. So you say, I'm not going to go there. I'll do the opposite of those things. The 10 Commandments of Business Failure by Don Q, Keough.
All right, noted. That is on my list. I'm going to read that book. Thank you.
My pleasure.
So Michael, tell me, what is on your playlist these days? What are you listening to?
Well, I got my playlist here. And one song that I really love is Tenement Yard. Jacob Miller. Blurred Lines.
I know Blurred Lines.
When I see a blurred line, I feel like it dance, right? It's just so rhythmic.
Yeah.
What else? Bam Bam.
What a
Bam Bam. Exactly.
I I recently posted that song last week. I went to Portland last week. I went rafting with a friend for her birthday, and I posted a video to that song.
Really? Coincidentally?
Yes, and it's in Portland.
Coincidentally.
Look at that. This leads to my next question. You named your company Portland Holdings.
Yes.
You were born in Portland. How often do you get to go back to Portland and enjoy Portland? I know you're a very busy man.
No, but I would say probably once a month.
Once per month?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What do you love most about Portland?
Portland is today still unspoiled, right? Basically, it's tranquil, it's sleepy.
Yes.
Its future is ahead of it, right? It has a great future, but a lot of people, international wealthy people, came to Port Antonio specifically and were romanticized by it.
Yeah.
The Westerns, they came and they saw Frenchman's Cove and they bought it.
Yeah.
And they made, this is in the 60s, they made the most expensive hotel in the world in the early 60s, Frenchman's Cove. Wow. At the time, they were charging £1,000 per week.
Wow.
But you paid up £1,000, it was the ultimate all-inclusive. You could get anything.
Wow.
Right? And including being transported by helicopter, caviar, anything.
Yeah.
So Port Antonio has romanticized a lot of people, a lot of wealthy people from abroad. The Florsheim shoes, the family that owned the Florsheim shoes.
Right.
They came, they saw it. Tiffany's, you know Tiffany?
Yes.
The Folly Great House was built by the Tiffany family.
Wow.
So it has a history of allure because of its beauty.
Yes.
And that beauty is still there.
It is.
So it's a unique place in Jamaica.
It is.
Still a little bit in terms of behind the times, which gives it the personality.
I agree with you.
Yes.
Portland is actually my favorite parish for that very reason. And I do have so many clients internationally that even recently a client was staying at Half Moon. He called me and he said, I want to buy a property here. Tell me about the main areas. And he asked about Portland, Montego Bay, Ocho Rios. And my comment on Portland is always similar to what you said. It is untouched. It is still so lush, so green, so rich. With everything that is so true to Jamaica, Portland has it at its most potent degree. And I just love that about Portland. Recently being there, it was just a lovely experience on the rafts. It's great.
Did you go to the Trident Castle?
I have stayed at Trident before, and it's a great experience. When I was at Trident, it doesn't feel like a hotel. It feels like you're in an apartment.
Yes.
And you're right on the water. I have to go back there very soon, but I loved it at Trident.
You're welcome to come back anytime.
Well, thank you. I will be there soon. All right, so recently the Prime Minister announced that there is plans to develop St. Elizabeth as the next city.
We're in St. Elizabeth.
They did not specify where in St. Elizabeth, but that announcement was recently made. And we can agree that development creates opportunity.
Yep.
Right? Now, one of your guiding principles philosophies is the 3 Ps, which is to predict, to plan, and to persevere. I was actually born in St. Elizabeth, so this is actually very close to me. How would you advise an investor to apply your principles in looking at this opportunity in this area, in light of this announcement?
Well, the first thing I'd be interested in as an investor,
yes,
or if I'm advising someone to make an investment, is to understand why this endeavor will be long-term, sustainable, and successful.
Okay.
What is going to make it successful?
Okay.
What are the natural factors? What are the tangible factors? What are the intangible factors? Who will be driving it?
Right.
Because this obviously is going to be a green field. So who is going to be driving it? And how well financed are they to ensure that it will be completed?
Right.
So these are some of the factors that would come to mind immediately for a green field, any green field, any new endeavor. So it will be driven by convince me that it's going to be long-term sustainable.
Yes, yes. I would say that St. Elizabeth has the landmass to really develop a city in Jamaica if this were to come to fruition. So let's say an airport. I mean, when I think about Montego Bay, for example, one of the reasons Montego Bay does so well is its proximity to the airport.
Yes.
So a lot of the clients who purchase villas in Montego Bay from me, they will say they like the fact I can come off a flight and in 10 minutes I'm at my villa. And so imagining St. Elizabeth has an international airport, for argument's sake. How would you advise someone to look at what could be impending in terms of the growth of this area to invest in St. Elizabeth?
So what are the natural factors what are the natural attributes that would encourage?
Yes.
Because this is going to require private money.
Right.
Private money. And private money is always looking for a return.
Yes.
And private money is always looking for return, but not forever in terms of time frame. So what are the natural factors that will, and also when one invests, they can invest here, can invest there, can invest up there, down there, etc. Many alternatives.
Right.
So these are factors that we have to be considerate of.
Yes.
To ensure that when we go out and present to the world, would have covered those bases,
right?
And then it will be truly. Then you can convince people.
Yes.
But once you can, if you cannot be held up to the toughest scrutiny, then you have to question the long-term sustainability of the project.
Absolutely. And you would say your advice just now, you apply this across the board for persons looking at investment, no matter where and no matter what.
So you started by saying the 3 P's, yes?
Yes.
Investing is future-looking, forward-looking. So predict. You have to have a view of where the future is going.
Right.
You have to plan for that view, and then you have to persevere. So in this case, I would say if we're going through the mechanics of the philosophy, I would say, tell me, what is the prediction we're making here? What's the vision we have for St. Elizabeth?
Yes.
Is St. Elizabeth, the plains of St. Elizabeth, is it going to be agricultural? What are we going to do with? What's the vision we have for it?
Is it tourism? Is it going to be Montego Bay? What is it going to be?
So we have to have the vision.
Right.
And that vision has to be concretized.
Absolutely.
Right? And then we have to say, so how are we going to achieve it? Who is going to fund it? Who is going to take ownership of it?
Yes.
To make sure that we get to the end, the finish line.
Absolutely. And I agree. Someone has to take ownership because we need to have a master plan.
Yes.
Things need to happen in accordance with everything else.
And you see, it's a long-term plan.
Yes.
Therefore, you have to have backative and long-term backative.
Absolutely.
In Jamaica's parlance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'm personally excited to see this actually happen because St. Elizabeth is near and dear to me. My family still lives there.
Yes.
So yes.
But then again, St. Elizabeth is certainly underdeveloped.
Yes.
And there's certainly a lot of potential, but we have to go through a proper visioning.
Yes.
Right?
I agree.
That we concretize after we go through that process. And then we have to now corral the right long-term investors to be a part of the execution.
Yes, absolutely.
And then we have to go and sell it.
That's where I come in.
Yeah.
That's where I come in. You know, these conversations and this insight from you is so valuable because, I am frequently dealing with clients who are asking me about how should they invest. So I'm always myself open to learning more about how do I advise, because as you would know, being in an advisory role, it's such an important thing when people rely on you and trust what you're telling them to make decisions that affect their future and their generations to come. So thank you for your insight.
My pleasure.
Question: what has wealth taught you about happiness, and what has happiness taught you about wealth?
The two are not correlated.
Okay.
You don't have to be wealthy to be happy, right? The two really not correlated. Mm-hmm. Wealth is a form of security, but everything is fleeting, right? So you cannot anchor who you are in terms of, or your happiness in terms of your wealth.
Yes.
Because everything is fleeting.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you on that.
And you see, if your happiness is a function of your wealth, you're being too narrow. Because
repeat that one. Repeat that. We want to make sure everyone hears this.
If your happiness is a function of your wealth, you're being too narrow.
Yes.
For me, happiness is fulfillment, right?
Yes.
And fulfillment, I defined for me early because I asked myself the question, Mike, what do you want out of your life?
Yes.
Well, I want fulfillment. And if I achieve fulfillment, that would make me happy. So what therefore is fulfillment? Fulfillment to me is doing well. That's a precondition.
Right.
By doing good for society, uplifting others.
Yes.
Because none of us became who we are because of just only what we did. Yes. All of us became who we are because we're standing on other people's shoulders. Right?
Yes.
And therefore, if we are standing on other people's shoulders, we should invite as many people to stand on our shoulders as possible.
I love that. I love that. So, in essence, too, each person needs to ask themselves, what is fulfillment for me?
Yes.
Because once you can answer that question, once you attain that, and it will look different from person to person, then you can attain happiness.
Exactly.
See, I love that. So you have amassed great wealth internationally. However, you continue to be committed to Jamaica through business, through sharing your knowledge, through opportunities. My question to you is, what is your why?
You see, I'm a loyal person. And in 1970, I left Jamaica for Canada to study engineering. And I'd worked at Alpart, bauxite company.
Yeah.
Nain, St. Elizabeth.
I know Nain.
Okay.
I had relatives working at Alpart.
Yes, I worked at Alpart for 1 year after high school, and I'd saved $2,000, which was necessary to take me through for university for that year, first year. I didn't know where second, third, nor fourth year tuition room, nor board, or books were going to come from. So I said, I'm going anyway. I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's like jumping off the precipice without a parachute, but having the confidence to know you're going to figure it out before you land.
Yeah, because something inside you. You're confident in that.
I had a PhD early.
Yes.
You know what the PhD is? It's a prerequisite for success.
Yes.
You have to be poor, P, hungry, H,
and driven,
D.
Yes.
So I was poor, hungry, and driven.
Yes.
So I said, I'm going. So I went. So now, at the end of first year, I needed a job. So I got a job on campus. I was on the landscaping team, cutting grass. So come July, middle of summer, I'd saved $600. So I had 6 more weeks before September school year starts. So I'm thinking, if I only save $600 and half the summer is gone, there's no way I can save $1,400 in the next half. So I became desperate. Where am I going to get? How am I going to make up to $2,000 for second year? So I did what every student would do when they're feeling desperate. I wrote to the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Wow.
Mr. Hugh Shearer. And I said, Mr. Shearer, I'm a starving student, engineering student in Canada. And I have been writing to your services commissions, equivalent to the Student Bureau, on South Camp Road, and no one has responded. Mr. Shearer, Prime Minister. Prime Minister, you cannot but I notice that you send an emissary of recruiters every year to recruit the graduates.
Right.
Graduating engineers. Prime Minister, you cannot sow, you cannot harvest unless you sow. I need help.
Wow. How old were you when you sent this letter?
19.
19.
So he wrote me back. And he said, next time you come to Jamaica, come and see me.
This is a phenomenal story.
So this by now it's August.
Yes.
So I had $600.
Yes.
I took 400 of the 600, bought a ticket, and went down to see Mr. Shearer, Prime Minister Shearer. I went to his office. I didn't meet him. I met his permanent secretary. I had reasonable marks.
Yes.
So I presented my marks, and he gave me a scholarship on the spot.
Wow.
$5,000 per year. I only needed $2,000. So I had $3,000 extra. I was able to remit back to my family to help my family.
Wow.
Right? So the moral of that story is I'm here because of the generosity of the Jamaican taxpayers. So therefore, I don't forget where I'm coming from. I don't forget who enabled me.
Yes.
That's the reason why my love, my commitment is to do whatever I can to build a better Jamaica.
Thank you so much for that. That is a powerful why, and I encourage the PhD in all of us, because you never know. I mean, here you are now, giving back to Jamaican people, and it's amazing. Thank you for sharing that story with me.
My pleasure.
What do you hope your grandchildren and Jamaica's next generation remembers most about you? Not as an investor, but as a man. By the way, you do have grandchildren, right? One
grandchild. So what would I want for my legacy to be with my first concentric circle, my children, second grandchildren, community, country, world?
Yes.
I want for them to be guided by principles. And the first principle is do unto others as you'd have done unto yourself. Right? Simple rule.
Yes.
The golden rule.
Yes.
Live it. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's simple, not easy.
Yeah.
Make sure that whatever you do, you realize that you're blessed when you're born. And use your blessings to uplift other people. Number 3, be humble. Right? Be humble. Anybody can be arrogant.
Yeah.
And the more successful you are, the more difficult it is to stay anchored.
Yes.
The more successful you are.
Yes.
But the more successful you are, the more difficult it is, yes? So most of us, we just fly off like a halogen balloon.
Right.
The discipline is you didn't become successful because you were arrogant. You became successful because you live who you were. Don't change.
Yes.
Right?
And I want to share a story with you, you know, that speaks to this point about you, in terms of you are exactly who you say you are, in terms of humility. So our photographer here at Sotheby's, she's an older lady, Marie. She shared with me a story where she was having a particular issue at one of your companies, and she was trying to get in contact, and she wasn't quite getting through, and you personally called her.
Really?
And she shared that story with me, and today's the first time I'm meeting you in person, and I can honestly say, I said, this is a humble man, because you could have had anybody else. You could have had a senior manager call her, you call her, and the impression that it made on her about how much you cared about her at the grassroots as an individual customer, not a corporation. It spoke volumes to her and about who you are at the very core, that you care about people, you care about your customers, you care, and you have humility. And that made an impression on me.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
So you see, one of the legacies I would like to leave is, especially with NCB.
Yes.
And the NCB group of companies, or any company I'm associated with, I want for the company to be an expression of righteous human values. The company itself,
yes,
should be an expression of righteous human values.
Yes.
Because if you can achieve that, you'll have the right people who can relate to that being on your staff.
Yes.
And they'll be forever fulfilled because they're in a place that is not abusive or not allergic. They don't have an allergic to in terms of values.
Right.
So we want to build companies, businesses that care for people, care for others, that can share and help them to achieve their aspirations, that have empathy when they're down, and can put their arm, we can put our arm around them and say, it's okay, things are going to get better and we'll be with you. That's the type of organization, the type of financial services, business, bank, insurance that we are aspiring to be.
Yes, and I would say that you have and are creating that culture, because I think as a leader, you create the culture of your business by how you lead. And so I would definitely attest to that. I'm a customer of NCB. NCB was where I opened my very first account, and I'm still a customer there.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yes, I mean, thank you for being who you are to Jamaica. You know, we have admired you, and I think you have loved us in return. And so it's a great relationship. So thank you. So, looking forward, what's something that you haven't done yet that you would still dream of doing in Jamaica? Whether in Jamaica, for Jamaica, or you'd like to see happen in Jamaica through you driving it?
I would like to ensure, and this is one of the reasons I bought the bank in 2002, because I wanted to ensure, I wanted to make sure that our young men were not forever lost. Right? I wanted to make sure our young men can realize, by virtue of seeing someone who looks like them, who sounds like them, who eat the same food as them, they can relate to. Being successful in areas other than sports and entertainment.
Yes.
Right? That's one of the reasons I bought the bank.
Yes.
It to be a role model for Jamaicans, that we can achieve success outside of sports and entertainment. In any area of endeavor, whether it's business, whether it's psychiatry, whether it's being a great technologist, etc. And make sure NCB is a role model for success out of the conventional areas of sports and entertainment. So we know, our young people can say, I don't need, if I want to be a banker, if I want to be a great marketer, NCB, look at NCB, great bank, great marketing, great accountants, etc., etc. Great technologists.
If I want to be known internationally, I can. If I want to be on the Forbes list as a billionaire, I can do it.
Yes, yes. So it's an inspiration for people who came from nothing, like myself.
Yes.
Who can say, him look like me.
Yeah.
Him sound like me.
Yeah.
Him is one of me.
Yeah.
I can relate to him.
Absolutely.
So therefore, that is what will inspire people.
As Jamaican would say, you know, he's a country boy.
Yeah.
Come from country.
Come from Porty.
Yeah, come from Porty. And look at him go. Yeah. No, it definitely makes it relatable. It makes it attainable that you can know somebody who came from your community and they did it. So yeah, you are definitely, you have crafted a path for many young men to follow. So yes, I have heard so many things over the years, and I think now is a great opportunity for me to know if they're true or they're false. I'm gonna ask you some true or false questions. Are you ready? All right. True or false? I heard you do push-ups to match your age at every birthday.
True.
That's true.
Yep.
Every birthday.
True.
So when you turned 70, you did
True.
70 push-ups.
True. Non-stop.
Mr. Lee Chin, I go to the gym religiously and I can only do 10. so
remember,
you're telling me you can do 70.
74.
You can do 74 push-ups.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So
I won't challenge you because I will fail.
Hold on. You see, you said you did 10, and I'm saying I did 74.
Yes.
Well, remember, I'm older than you. So therefore, right?
But I couldn't do 74 if I tried.
But I've had more time to practice.
I see. Okay, all right.
So persevere.
Persevere.
Exactly.
You know what? I am predicting that by the time I'm 70, I will be able to do 70 push-ups. I am planning on doing that by continuing to go to the gym.
Yes.
And I will persevere in doing 70 push-ups. How is that?
Fantastic. Yes. The 3 P's
The 3
in action.
P's. The 3 P's in action.
Outside of business.
Outside of business. It applies to everything.
It applies to everything.
Thank you.
You think about it though. It's serious. Seriously now. If when you were your first, when you just got acceptance to university, and someone had told you about the 3 P's, would your course choices have been different?
They would have.
Because you'd be thinking,
Yes.
let me see what I can figure out as to where the economy is going or where this sector is going, and let me make sure I select courses that are in keeping with my with that prediction.
Right.
That's
absolutely.
planning. And then you have to persevere. You have to beat the books.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the 3 P's are applicable in every aspect of your life. So when you have kids,
I just discovered it now for my health journey, so thank you. When I have kids, continue.
As soon as they can understand, you introduce them to the 3 P's.
You know what? I'm going to play this video for them. So they'll hear it directly from you.
Yes.
Okay? Thank you for that. All right. Next, true or false? You made your first million by taking out a loan to buy stocks.
True.
True. All right. Well, you know, true. I had another question, but you already answered it. As a teenager, you worked landscaping at a hotel in Jamaica. You mentioned that already.
Frenchman's Cove.
Yes. True or false?
And my
Continue.
second job was on a cruise ship.
Yes.
As the engine room cleaner. I was 16 years old. And Mr. Weston, from the owner of Frenchman's, my mom was his bookkeeper. And he had a cruise ship. And he said, Mike, I'm going to make a man of you. your job will be to clean the engine room of the cruise ship.
Wow.
Hot, dirty, smelly, and that's what I did for 3 months.
Wow.
That's my second summer job.
Yes. Wow. That is phenomenal. Your story is quite rich. No pun intended. True or false, you once worked as a road engineer for the Jamaican government.
Yes. True.
Okay, that's true. Okay. True or false, you are a great cook.
False.
Okay. What's your favorite Jamaican meal?
Favorite Jamaican meal would be, the one I really get excited about when it's cooked, is stew peas.
That's mine too.
Eh?
I am not. That is my. I had some 2 days ago. With the pig tail or
With the
without?
pig's tail,
With the
of
pig's
course,
tail.
pig's tail
Oh
first.
my goodness! I love stew peas. So when you come, do you have someone make it for you? Is that something that you just like? You
No,
know,
I
I
have
need
it
to
at home.
try it.
I have it at home.
You have it at home, and it's really good. It's smoky and it's great.
It's Jamaican. I have a Jamaican chef.
Oh, lovely. I love stew peas. All right. When you are interacting with investors and colleagues internationally, what is their view of Jamaica and how have you helped to reframe their view of Jamaica?
So, framework. Going back to framework. Everybody knows when they think of Jamaica, they don't think of Jamaica as being, there's always a perception versus reality, right?
Yes.
So what would people perceive of Jamaica? They'll say, well, it's beautiful. Things take long to get done. It's inefficient. And if you're gonna live there, the inefficiency may bother you. Right?
Okay.
If you're gonna do business there, the inefficiency may bother you.
Yeah.
So that's the perception.
Yeah.
So now, in terms of if you think about investing, there are 3 preconditions that should be present before you make an investment. That if these three preconditions are present, you're going to really do well. Okay. The first is there must be a difference between the perception and the reality.
Okay.
Must be a difference. And the bigger the gap between perception and reality, the more the opportunity. Okay?
Okay.
Secondly, there must be inefficiencies. And the more inefficient things are, the more the opportunity.
Yes.
And thirdly, there must be lack of capital. The more the lack of capital, the better when you take your dollar.
Yes.
It's hugged, it's kissed, and it's admired, etc.
Yes.
And it's well rewarded, that $1, when there aren't too many. So when those 3 preconditions are present, bingo, it's a great investment. As background,
Yes.
let's superimpose Jamaica
Right.
on those criteria. Remember you asked me the question, how
Yes.
do I change people's...
How do you reframe it?
Exactly. Perception versus reality, that's the first one. The perception of Jamaica is that Jamaica, people make money, can make money in Jamaica. So that was the question I was asked. Mike, why you want to buy NCB? I said, well, you know what? Scotiabank came to Jamaica in, I think, 1888. And in 2000, when I bought NCB, 2002, then Scotia was in 50 countries, including Jamaica. I think Scotia at the time, Scotia International, all the countries except Canada, Scotia International. Jamaica was the crown jewel of Scotia International, making over 20% of their profits, if my memory serves me correctly. And Jamaica gave Scotia at the time, in 2002, approximately 7 to 8% of its global profits.
Wow.
So, so people when they said, can you make any money in Jamaica?
Absolutely.
Really? Scotia knows. I just told you.
Yeah.
So Scotia knows the reality.
Yeah.
That's the first precondition. The second precondition is there must be inefficiencies. You just said it. So when you take something that is inefficient and just make it a little less inefficient or more efficient, that's when you get the huge value. You're creating the value. Okay? And thirdly, as I said before, when the third precondition is there must be a lack of capital. So when you take your one dege dollar, that dege dollar is hugged, is kissed, it's loved, it's cherished, it's fertilized, it's managed properly, etc. Jamaica, therefore, has all three preconditions alive and well. So where should you invest?
Jamaica.
Exactly.
Thank you. You just gave me a masterclass. Because as a realtor at Sotheby's, we have clients internationally coming to us all the time, and they will ask, why Jamaica? Why not Barbados? Why not BVI? And so I'm always having to have this conversation about why Jamaica, why choose Jamaica, why invest here, why have your second home here? So you have given me a perfect context within which I will have this conversation going forward.
My pleasure.
Well, Mr. Lichin, it has been a most enlightening conversation.
Sure, you're just saying that.
No, it has been, learning that we share the same favorite food and everything about investing, applying the 3 Ps to my lifestyle. Everything has been just enlightening. And
Not
thank
PhD?
you.
Not PhD?
And PhD, you know what? I've had a PhD. I've had a PhD. I just did not frame it as a PhD, but I've had a PhD. And I will continue with that drive. And thank you so much for coming here today and sharing your knowledge with us and letting us in on Michael behind the business. I think we know you so much in the context of business, but we think we know you a little better today.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yes. Thank you
All
so
the
much.
best.
Thank you, Mr.
My
Chen.
pleasure.
All right, great. Thank you to our sponsor for today, Creative Building Finishes.
Get tiles and get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.